Good morning, everybody. In 7500 York Cooperative Land, this is Jacob Watson, office manager, acting GM the next few days. And of course, things get interesting when Mitch leaves, always. So I hope everyone had a very good day yesterday, all things considered. Excuse me. So I have a few things to update to you this morning. I'm going to go over the event and kind of give a statement on where we're at. And then I will be also sending an email communication towards the lunch hour, just restating what I'm going to say now. So if you know friends that don't watch York TV, please direct them to YouTube so they can watch this. It'll be up probably 30 to 40 minutes after I'm done speaking. And then if they are not able to either watch York TV and YouTube, we're also going to send out communication on what happened. So, all right, let's begin. So here is what we know in a general sense. So a sprinkler on 8th floor failed between 6:55 and 7:20 a.m. yesterday. So that was on 8th floor on the southwest side here. We had that failure at that time. Security called the on-call manager, which is me, and Michael. Michael and I arrived between, I think Michael got here at 7:25, 7:28, and I got here 7:29, 7:31. So we both got here fairly quickly. Maintenance responded fast. Brent went up there as a supervisor, and they began removing the water as quickly as possible. And then let me just make sure someone's not texting me telling me that I'm not coming through clearly. Nope, it's good. Okay. And then they responded as quickly as possible, and they started evacuating the water from the area, and housekeeping began cleaning and extracting the carpet on 8th floor. Remediation services were called, so that Service Restoration is our partner on this. Some of their crew arrived in the very beginning, and then their full crew was all on site before 9:30 a.m. Members were contacted via one call at 8:08 a.m., letting them know that we had a situation, that everything was being addressed, and more communication would come. So during the time between 8:08 a.m. and 2:38 p.m., when you were called about the all clear, several things had happened. One, that we had evacuated most, if not all, the water from all the different floors. Remediation crews began bringing equipment here, getting everything ready for dehumidification and for fan blowing to dry everything out. They began bringing generators because Michael, due to his knowledge here, requested generators to be brought so we weren't tripping breakers, so we could keep on the fans and the dehumidifiers on as long as possible, because that was an issue that occurred last time we had an event like this. We were tripping a lot of breakers and we couldn't keep that equipment on continuously, delaying the process for resolving moisture. So Michael had a brilliant idea, and they brought generators so we can keep that equipment running all the time to get through this as quickly as possible. Thank you, Michael. So here's where we stand at this point. The situation is well in hand. It had a much more limited impact due to the response of your staff on site and due to Michael's leadership and management and his execution on getting through this. So I want to give a large thank you to Michael, to Brent, to Travis, to Francisco, to Charles, and to, I'm forgetting someone, Tyler. All of them did a fantastic, fantastic job in resolving, working with Michael, responding. I want to thank Blanca from housekeeping and Michael from housekeeping for going up there and lending their assistance through the situation. They were instrumental in helping the remediation part of the sprinkler head failing. So thank you to all of them who went up there and dealt with it. Your security team, they made all the right calls. They called all the right people. They got everybody responding quickly. So I want to thank Al and Val for both helping manage getting people to where they needed to be. That was very, very helpful. So thank you for that. And I want to thank Melissa for helping purchase different fans and doing different things and helping with some of the members that had towels that were wet. That was very helpful to help them get them to the washing machine. Holly and Hannah for getting pictures taken in case we need those for insurance purposes. Thank you for being our photographers. That was greatly appreciated. So everyone had a role in this, and then Kara also helped get food for the staff due to the heavy amount of work. We needed some extra calories. So I thank Kara and Hannah for both assisting and getting everybody some food so we could help them keep working and finish up all of that important remediation and water removal work that needed to occur. So thank you to your whole team. They did a fantastic job, and that's reflected in the more limited impact of this event than the previous event that happened, I want to say, a year and some months ago. I want to let all members know, crews and teams from both restoration, service restoration, and our maintenance staff is going to be entering and exiting units for probably the next several days. So please anticipate knocks on your door entry of those teams. We need to collect moisture readings. We need to look at flooring. We need to look at different things. So you will be having visits on that side of the building fairly often the next several days. If you have any questions or any concerns about that, please come see me. But that is something that's going to be happening. If your furniture and your oven has been moved or other appliances have been moved or displaced from their usual location, please do not move them back. We need you to leave those where they are. We have to collect moisture readings. It's very crucial right now that we do that. So if your equipment has been moved, do not put it back. I know it's highly inconvenient, and I'm sorry for that, but we have to do our due diligence with service restoration and your maintenance team. We have to collect those moisture readings because, as we know, water goes different places. So if your stuff's been moved and has been put back, leave it where it is. I know it's inconvenient. Please bear with us. It's important that we capture these moisture readings. Okay, let's see here. There are fans and dehumidification units that are going to be running continuously for the next several days. The noise for some of you may be difficult to manage. Please come talk to me and I can work you through that. But for those who are listening and maybe are frustrated with the noise, we do have to have all that stuff on. It's very important that we dry everything out. So if noise is an issue, we can talk about that, but all that equipment needs to be on as long as possible. So please leave it on. If you are having issues with the amount of noise, please come talk to me and we can work through that. But all that stuff has to be on. So let's see what else I have here. For the 8th floor, 7th floor, yes, your flooring probably has been pulled up or adjusted. We will work through the process of getting that replaced, repaired. It might take a little while. Michael is already working with a vendor to try to figure out that next step in that process. So if your flooring has been ripped up, moved up, yes, there's going to be some time of that occurring and time and it being left that way, but it will be addressed in the coming weeks to get that replaced and to get that fixed. It just needs to be that way, again, for your safety, so we can dry out those areas where water has infiltrated. So please bear with us while we get those repairs completed and executed upon. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I don't miss anything else. Okay, all right. Well, looks like I got through everything that was major. If there's any other questions, comments, or concerns, please come see me regarding this situation. I again want to thank your staff. Everybody really stepped up when we needed it the most. I can't say enough great things about the team that you have here. And I think now there is no question, even though there's been questions waged in the past of how sometimes staff, maybe you don't know what they're doing or whatever they're doing. But one of the things that we have done is we've trained on situations like this before, especially Michael. He's had many training meetings about how to manage these situations, and the lack of, I would say, impact to the building and the execution that I witnessed from that team speaks to the amount of investment and the amount of effort Michael has made to train his team, and that was seen yesterday. So thank you, Michael, for taking the time, making the effort to train your team, having those meetings in your office, having those demonstrations downstairs in the maintenance shop. It was definitely shown that invvestment and that time paid off. So thank you for doing that, because without that, I don't think we would have had as great a response. So thank you. Again, any other questions about this, please come see me. A couple things to keep in mind. Ice Cream Social today. Very important that everybody comes for that. It's over at York Gardens. Going to be some music, going to be some fellowship, so please come for that. South Garage Cleaning. Again, we're getting it re-cleaned. Is August 11th. that is still going to be happening. The garden party is postponed till tomorrow, so please come and attend that. 8th floor inspections obviously have been postponed. You will receive communication when they are rescheduled. For our van riders, you've already received communication, but today and tomorrow we have van service all day. Friday, it will be unavailable. And then I just received word that Monday will not be available either for the excursion. I will send communication individually to our van riders. But van riders, if you're watching, today, tomorrow, we have full service. And then Friday, we have no service. And Monday, we do not have service either. And we'll reserve service on Tuesday. Let me just confirm that date, make sure I'm not saying it incorrectly because I'm a little scatterbrained today. I apologize. Let me just look. Van riders, let's just stick with this week, and I will send you an update on next week. Today, tomorrow, full service. Friday, no service, and I will update you on next week. I just don't want to say the wrong thing. So, van riders, today, tomorrow, full service. Friday, no service, and I'll send another announcement about next week. I just got a lot on my mind. I apologize that maybe I said something inaccurate. All right, some other things going on. So, we have food. Let's talk about food. Today on the menu, Wednesday, August 5th, home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes and gravy and steamed peas, gluten-free, $16. If you don't like meatloaf, but come on, who doesn't like meatloaf, right? We also have our all-day dining menu. So some specials that we have available this week is the strawberry salad, tuna salad croissant, and California turkey burger, which I tried, and it is very good. I would highly recommend it. As far as some activities today, we have, again, the Ice Cream Social. Please come on to that. And birthday dinners in the Fireside Room at 5 o'clock. So please come and attend that. And then there is an event at 7:30 tomorrow in the CAC, Moments to Remember. And that's on CAC and York TV. And I'm going to read about that really quickly. And that might be one of the last things I read because I am running out of time before it goes black. Moments to Remember. The Twin Cities Ukulele Club will present a concert of new and familiar tunes to tap your toes to and sing along with. This group is a very active one, hosting many jams and sing-alongs with performers of all ages. This will be an uplifting experience filled with music, laughter, and the wonderful sense of community that we share, brought to you by Music and Arts. Music and Arts, thank you. You are always having such wonderful presentations, wonderful concerts for the membership. We greatly appreciate that. Okay, billing statements have gone out. If you have any questions about those, please come see me or Holly or email accounts payable, and I will go ahead and answer those questions and assist you with that. The York dates on those bills, so York room, so for your restaurant charges is from July 1st to July 31st. So if you have any questions, those are the dates range for all your receipts is July 1st through July 31st. Okay, I have about probably 30 seconds left. Again, I want to speak to your team. They've done a fantastic job. They executed magnificently. Everyone came together. You got a great team here. And again, sometimes you might not know what we're doing, but we're training, we're learning, and that was reflected in yesterday's execution. And I just want to thank everybody who really stepped up and helped this property when it needed it the most. So, and I want to thank all the members for being patient with us, waiting for communication, and allowing us to do our work. Everybody, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and I will see you at the Ice Cream Social.